Hello there. Hmm? Yes. Hello, hello. I hope everything works as it should. Because I had to like. Am I hearing anything? Yes, okay, I hear sounds. It's good. My mic works. Because I had to unplug my PC. This morning Well, for the last couple of days, I felt like my PC started up slower than usual. Like, not super slow, but it just took a while before like the logo comes up from like your BIOS stuff and things like that. I was like, I don't know. I guess my PC's just gonna gotten a bit slower the last couple of months I've been using it or something. But then my hour when I start my PC, my hour didn't change back. I had to go in settings, then update my time. And so I asked this to some friends, and someone said, maybe your CMOS battery is empty on your motherboard. If like a tiny battery, that could be empty. That's probably the reason, because that keeps like a certain thing powered on your motherboard, I believe, that makes sure your BIOS info and stuff like that doesn't get reset every time. And since that was off, it took longer to start your PC because it had to first start up the BIOS thing, and that's why it took longer. So I had to buy some tiny batteries to put in my motherboard, and then I had to figure out where the battery was. It was underneath my graphics card, so I had to take out my graphics card. So I hope I didn't break anything. I hope my PC still works fine. I hope I didn't bend like a little metal thing. So let's hope everything works. Let's hope everything works. But we'll see, I guess. Also, like my PC usually, like the fans in front, usually they make a bit of a noise. It was like a ticking sound that kept coming back, and I don't know where it was from. So I just turned off my front fans of my case, and I hope my PC is not gonna explode because of that. I can turn it on. I don't think it's something bad that is touching the fan. It's just annoying. It's getting quite hot though, so I think I should probably keep it on, even though it's making a ticking sound. I should just keep it open because airflow is important in a PC. So I should probably just uh, open it up again and see what is touching my fans. But I checked it once and I didn't see anything. But maybe I didn't look good enough. Or maybe it's just a fan itself that is being stupid. Who knows? But I think I'm gonna keep it on. With my headset on, I barely hear it anyway, so it's no big deal. Alright, let's go into the game. Epic. Think I've claimed the free game already. Yeah, okay. Next free game tomorrow is gonna be Cardpocalypse. Probably like some kind of deck building game, and Epic Mage Bundle. Albion Online. That's just a free game, I'm assuming. You get a bundle. Eh. It's 30 dip. I cannot click. Ooh, help. Help! Help! I can't see my game no more. I think it's still starting up. Okay. I have vision. Game audio seems to work. Okay, good. Okay, continue. Now I've been uploading some shorts from this game as well, but I don't have that many shorts from here. Like, not many things I have timestamped. Because I've now, with Fallout as well, at first I looked at all the VODs and just skimmed through them to see where it was like a peak in sound, where I was maybe laughing or something. But that took so long, so I just started using a timestamp. Well, I had timestamps all the time, but I barely use it. So I'm probably missing a lot of funny moments that I just forget to timestamp at the time. But yeah, I have not done too many timestamps here either. I just forget to timestamp it. Alright, some people are level up, but I think I'm gonna wait until everyone maybe is level up. It's probably not gonna take too long, right? Like, look. He's like 70 XP. She a tiny bit more. And he like 11. Damn. She like 230. But that can be like one thing. An attack. I'm gonna wait for the attack right now. Until I'm a bit like nearer. Only 12 minutes, damn. Okay. Okay, so I just left this place. That's good, I guess. But what's next for me now? Ah, yeah, I have these 3 quests I have to do. Okay. Yeah. Let us eradicate Noah, address to its new ruler. Find an awakening somewhere in Defiance Bay. Pelagina, learn the grieving mother. Adra Arch in the woods. For who was that? Ah, this is for Sagani. Okay. Explore the endless path. I think when I'm maybe like level 10, I'm gonna try the endless path again. I'm now 9, so one more level and then I'll try the endless path again. But I think I can't finish it until I'm like level 12. I think what I saw online was that level 12 you could like beat the final boss or something. Alright, I think I'm gonna do some side quests first. So I'm going to go back to Kainua, I guess. But where is the fighty place, eh? Someone wants me there, and there's also a fight happening there, so I gotta be there anyway. I don't know if I manually resolve if I click that, if it... I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Yes, we all know. Let's build the next thing then. Let's build a chapel. It's expensive, but then at least this building is finally built. Let's first see who is here. Who has a message? Who dares to give me a message in my land? Ah, it was hers. It was the steward, right? Okay. Yeah.
My lord, you've received a letter, delivered with some urgency as it happens. I thought the messenger might swoon, poor dear. It's from Stalwart. Apparently the mayor, Renengild, has heard of your success here at Kadnua and hopes you can be of aid to her people as well.
That's a long way for a letter.
People like you come few and far between. And in this case, I believe Renengild is correct in suggesting that your experiences here may give you an edge.
How so?
It seems she's intent on gaining access to Durgan's battery. And she's offering quite the reward to anyone who can get inside.
What? What's that?
A reward, she says, for getting into the battery. That's a reward of its own, surely.
What's Durgan's battery?
The dwarves of the battery fashioned Durgan steel, and with it they crafted the finest arms and armor the Dyrwood has ever known. But the keep has been abandoned for centuries, and none remain that know their secrets. There are many legends concerning the battery. As the Earl told it, the dwarves fought amongst themselves, each seeking to use the battery to further his or her own ambitions.
So it's like
Greed and cruelty brought down the battery, and now the spirits of those same dwarves roam the halls.
always spirits. I should have chosen spirits.
Whatever happened, the battery has been impenetrable ever since. A shame. I don't doubt that there are great treasures still within those halls.
Perhaps I'll pay Star Wars a visit.
Oh, just think! The greatest of the dwarven strongholds, ours to explore!
I should mention that among those rumored to have answered Renengild's summons is a certain group I believe you may have an interest in. Followers of Woodica, intent on reaching Stalwart and the battery. I do not know what they seek there, but I thought it worth mentioning, given your interest in the ruins at Defiance Bay.
Bye.
Now that I've delivered Renengild's message, there is also a local matter of some concern, my lord. A mercenary band has been sighted to the northeast. I believe they mean to take Consul Hot's tower, and I don't expect the Archmage will go quietly.
Consul Hot's one of the greatest wizards of our generation.
Aloth fidgets and flutters, vacillating between anxiety and excitement. He appears to be at a loss for words.
The Torn Bannermen are a deadly fighting force, and Consul Hot himself has sent many travelers to their graves. I would caution you to stay clear of the region if you do travel to the White March. It is not that I doubt your courage, my lord, but Consul Hot alone boasts power of a different scale altogether to those foes you have faced thus far. Given more time, perhaps, you will match him.
Okay.
If the Bannermen succeed in their efforts, I fear they may turn their attention to Cadnua. I will keep you apprised of the situation, my lord.
Alright. Who is Consul Hot?
A famed archmage. I am given to understand that the Brackenberry Sanitarium puts much stock in his work, as regards the manipulation of the soul. His spells are widely circulated. But he is poorly regarded in many circles. Some call him a madman, or else cruel and barbarous. He must be very old by now. Perhaps that is why the Torn Bannermen believe they can best him.
Do you know anything else about the mercenaries?
Little enough, I'm afraid. The Torn Bannermen are well supplied and well organized, and there are rumors that they are backed by an unknown benefactor.
So I thought they were working with... Are they not working with the... Oh. I just gotta ignore it, but I can't. Just gotta ignore my fingers.
They have proved remarkably effective in the past, and they are certainly a threat now.
Alright, bye-bye.
Safe travels, my lord.
My lord. Okay, everyone's level up now. Oh no, she's...
Ready,
no,
Watcher.
I thought she was like very close. It was like 300 and I got 800, no?
Hey,
Alright. I'll first do this this siege here out here.
Last thing the Dyrwood needs is another foreign colony.
Are you talking about me? Manual resolve, please. Alright, boys. Who dares to attack my
How may I help?
lands? How frightened are ya? Attack me lands, eh? How frightened are ya? You little wuss. That's what I thought.
Following your lead.
He was at the fight and he fought with Spell Sword. Who is that? And who's that? Ah, it's Spell Sword, not Spell Sword. Whoops.
For Takora!
Actually, that was not the one I wanted to attack actually, but oh well.
Ready, Watcher.
Wow.
What?
Durans.
Hey,
Go get him. How is he so damaged already? He has not fought yet?
Well,
Who wants to become my friend? You seem to be a strong fighter. I'll take you. Only one thing is that. Nice, good heal. Though having him able to be attacked would be great.
I?
That one I cannot target for some reason. Because I'll only target second. You attacked us too.
yes.
You know that, right?
No prisoners!
Ow! You knocked me the in the green! It is it.
Let's burn this away!
Yes?
Let's have it out!
I'm here. After him, Itamok.
I'm just running out of this. Their line of sight and not having trouble. That's unfair. That's cheating.
I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one.
Don't kill the tiger.
Hey.
Oh shit, I forgot my Duolingo. Still gotta do my Duolingo. Whose turn? Eder. Knock that guy on the ground, will ya? Yes. Skip.
Whose side are you on?
You're damaging us, man.
Your tail ends here!
Ah, okay, that was his animal companion, so he died. Yes, okay.
Yes?
Let's have it out!
Ready, Watcher.
Warden of the Wilds killed Coldpack Knight. How did he do that? Who died? I didn't see. Linguini.
Can't get a good shot with this.
Die are sneller now. Gotta do some voice exercises too. Omen. You go, Itamak. The animals.
What? There's a lesson to be taught.
How may I help?
Damn, it's a crazy beam. Oh, was Alot's turn. Whoops.
Hey, you're not getting through me.
He'll die at some point.
Ready, Watcher. After him, Ichimok!
Aye? These uns are in for a walloping!
Come on,
There's a
die.
lesson to
He's
be
so
taught.
low. He has to be so low. Oh, fuck.
What is it?
Okay, he's dead, I think. No, he's so low. Such a waste.
Your tail ends here!
Just attack that guy. He's very low.
Hey,
Huh? Where did that other guy come from? There was only one before, right? Am I tripping? I think I'm tripping.
Yes. Let's burn this away!
I shall deal with this one.
I'm
Not the
here.
other one. That one's gonna die anyway.
Got an arrow for this one.
Yes. No prisoners! No! Kill them all!
Not kill him. Come on, let's finish him off.
There's a lesson to be taught!
He just has to have a turn, he will die, but
How may I help?
Let's have it out! Yeah!
Following your lead. Your tail ends here!
Ready, Watcher. My bow's ready.
he doesn't. He's not allowed to have a turn.
What is it?
Kommer fra Nederland. Sure. Bam! Die. En ham. I need to listen.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Alright, let's loot them, buddy. Loot that, buddy. Anything. Ooh, exceptional. Ooh, exceptional leather armor. Ooh. Could be good for someone. Chinese matsmaker shampoo. Chinesisch matsmaker shampoo. Chinesisk? That's just so weird. It's Chinese. Chinesisk? I didn't get enough XP for her to level up. Damn. Sad. For her. Right. I don't think we lost anyone, so that's good, right? I don't think we... Oh, we lost someone. Who did we lose? Damn. No one of the expensive boys. Oh, I can hire a Crucible Knight. Who is super cheap. Don't mind if I do. Get in a Crucible Knight. And where is that? Travel to Stalwart. Where would that even be? Where would the Stalwart even be? I would love to travel with her. I would love to, but I don't know who to throw away.
You walk your path, I'll walk mine. You can trust me.
I'm first gonna take a look at the armor that they're wearing. 'Cause I want them in my party, but also I don't really care. I think he is the one that did save me though in the big battle. Without him I would have probably died. %. This is 30%. %. I think this 30% one is good, and I think it's a bit slower, but it should still be. It's a lot better. Versus this. So damage was kind of similar that I saw. It says 3 damage bypass, 4 damage bypass, minus 0.3 crit, 6 damage bypass. Do I have 7 then? That's my morning star. That's his morning star. So the gun is good. It's great. This is the same as this kind of weapon. So this one does more damage. Do less damage bypass. But a lot better accuracy. This is damaging. Rending, damage reduction, and damage. This is damage reduction exceptional. What's the rending thing? I could probably enchant it. Have it be a better quality. But I need some things. Kraken Eye. Sky Dragon Eye. Sapphire. These are things you can buy or find. I'll put burn in there and I'll make it fine. And I'll make it stronger against spirits, because we're gonna do some spirits at some point. Keep using that weapon. It's fine. Ooh, interesting. Because usually shields give -4 accuracy, this does not. But it is a better shield though. +5 is defense while stunned. An exceptional shield. I think I'm gonna keep it. Keep this. $20.
You walk your path, I'll walk mine.
Where do we want to go? I don't know. Carghold Bluff. Whatever that is. What is that even? The White March. What's Carghold Bluffs? And she's levelable as well. Okay, nice. What's Carghold Bluff? And let's see, what's level is she? 7 and almost, okay, she levels with pretty much, right? I just have to gear her up because she doesn't have any gear on pretty much. Or not any good gear at least. Let's see. I like using a pistol because I can give you one. Or I can give you a sick ass blunderbuss. Exceptional. If you're using a pistol, I'll give you a pistol in a return. I don't know where it went. Ah, here. Now you like to use this great sword. Or do you not care? Can I see? Plus 10 deflection against ranged attacks. Faith and plus 5 deflection. Plus 10 all defense except deflection. Breastplate plus 2 deflection. Plus 10 deflection against ranged attacks. Plus 3 perception while endurance below 50. Plus 5 deflection. Plus 10 all defense except deflection. Full attack, plus 50% burn, plus 20 accuracy. Lay on hands, second wind. Sworn enemy. Plus 6 accuracy, plus 15 of grace convert to hits. Weapon focus soldier, great sword, pike, warhammer. Okay, that's good to know. So great sword, pike, warhammer, arbalest, and arquebus. Friendly target, health. Alright, whatever those arbidblups and arquebus are, I don't know. Isn't that like kind of blunderbussy type weapons? Like this arquebus. It's like super slow. She likes great sword, spikes. What else? Great sword, pike, warhammer. 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 Great sword. I have a great sword here. It's better than the one she has right now. Pike. So one-handed one. Because all I have is this. Not that it's bad. Super good even. Huh? Ah, it's because I'm not... No, I am. That's weird. I just look like this. 24, 35, 24, 35 is the same. This should just be better in general. Yep. Armor. So now she has 40%. Never gonna happen. You're too good. So it would be great to have something lower than 50. Or 40, I mean. She hasn't slept here yet, so maybe I should just let her sleep here that she has the dexterity bonus as well. I have like the same armor that I'm wearing. I can give her that, but it's like heavy, 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 heavy. How much dexterity does she have? Not that much. But like I think it's more than some who are not wearing that big of armor, I guess. This is dexterity somewhat. Let's look at the rings. And cloaks and she can't wear a headgear too. She's like me. Don't have many rings, so I guess this and resolve. It's like the only belt. Is that a belt? What's that? What is that ring? What is that? It's for your neck. Ah, it's for here then. Nope. I only use by ranger. Okay. Further will the reflex. I already have it in the ring. Wear that for extra intelligence. But then it's better I take that. That gives that and better. No boots. No belt. I think maybe I'm gonna give her something lighter. She's gonna be like in the fray, so I don't think I should. We're gonna first take a rest in our house. Get the dexterity bonus popped up again. Then we're gonna do something that we gain a little bit XP so they can level up Sagani with all of us together. And then we'll be fine. But was that new place? There was a new place that appeared. I don't know. Dexter place. Always dexterity. Always. +3 is crazy. +3 is insane for initiative.
You know, there are accounts of watchers in all of the regions I've visited. If the adventuring life doesn't work out for you, you could always read souls for coin, give people advice, tell them which family they're related to and whom they should duel for past offenses.
I'll keep that in mind. Probably safer than fighting off beasts, kinda chuckles. And you get just as much drama out of it. Alrighty. Let's look at the Pelagina. She's 6.7. 6.7. She's crazy. There's so much. 67. 6.2. Because if I choose this, she's never gonna be allowed to attack, you know, never. I'll take this for now. Because it's too high, she's never gonna be allowed. Her dexterity is just too low.
Gelade, well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
Alright, now I just gotta check whose place is that? Here it is this. Travel to Kraghold and investigate the conflict. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that yet. I don't think I'm ready for that. So I ain't doing that, no thank you. So where do I want to go then? Find an expert on awakening. This is probably in Defiance Bay. Pellegrino to Elms. Learn the Grieving Mother's past. Seek out the Saints' War battlefield. I don't know where it is.
Well? Hey. Well?
I cannot. I could go. Maybe if I go to Durford Crossing, maybe I can see something, a route going down or something. I saw like a place that I have not discovered. It's like with that what's it called? The cliffside-ish. But there was water, and I couldn't cross the water. It also feels like there should be something up here, but I don't see anything. I'm just looking around, trying to see if I can find the place I need to be. Nope. How does one get there, huh? I don't know. I'll go there and see. See, maybe this here. It probably is, but I don't know what I need to put in there. There's like a hole I gotta put something in, but I don't know what. 1,300, goddamn. Chapel construction complete. Gaffol, the drunkard, the local inebriate, has wandered into a stronghold. He's asking for help with his accumulated debts. Yeah, I'm not interested, man. I'm not freaking interested, am I? Am I not? Eh? Yeah, drunkard. This is where I met the druid guy. I don't see it.
Nice and quiet.
Probably have to cross here, but I don't know how. I've already looked at all this. Examine the outer circle, examine the writing. I don't have anything to put in there. It's like a staircase, but the water doesn't go away. Is there a way to make the water go away? I don't know. I don't know, man.
They won't see me coming.
Stormwall Gorge. Stormwall Gorge. Probably something with the main story. Okay. How do I get to Twin Elms? How to get to Twin Elms? Must complete Act 2. Okay, I just have to do the main campaign before I can actually go there. Okay, good to know. Because I was trying to get there and I didn't know how. Alright, and I guess I'm leaving again. Is there anything I can do then? Because I don't know where that is. Kliabanarilag. Kliabanarilag. Okay, it's just the zone itself, I guess. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. So I can't do that because I don't know where it is. I don't have it in my party. I could do that a little bit. I can't do that because it's to Twin Elms and I can't get there yet, I think. Pellegrina. Can't do that. Maybe I can do that. So I guess I'm gonna head back to Kainua and get my boy back. You know, my boy. It's your boy, my boy. What's his name?
Gelade. Well done. Correct. A formidable.
Get away. We're going back to the city. We're gonna go to where the Animancers are. I think Brackenbury, that is. Yeah, sure. I gotta be in the city anyway for most of my tasks. One I know is Inherited Hill. The others I have to go to either Durford or also somewhere in the city, so it should be fine. Okay. Hello, Animancers.
Good day, stranger.
It's nice to see you and all, but I really need to focus on my studies. Someone who knew a lot about, what was it?
Well met, friend.
Do you know anything about awakenings? I'm afraid that's not my expertise.
Well met, friend.
Does anyone here know anything about awakenings? Head Warden Ethelmore. There's an Animancer on the lower floor who came all the way from Revua to study them. Take the stairs down and look for Belasage. Belasigi. Imatl? There's a large and rather notorious black market for uncatalogued Angothan relics. I stay far away from that. You may have a member of the Leaden Key in your midst. Ethelmore groans and the stone around him shudders. I could have done without hearing that today. Many have their intrusions been into our affairs. Of course, one can seldom be certain whether they've meddled with or whether calamity has struck on its own, but a few of their less skilled infiltrators have been exposed from time to time. They are a perpetual nuisance. Once again, I am reminded of how envious I am of your gifts. I suspect they would be of some use in verifying one's identity. You're at odds with the Leaden Key as well, I take it. They're up to something, and I'm trying to determine what. They are always up to something. Of that you may rest assured. If their plots have come to involve you, you have my sympathies. Do you have some idea of who this person might be? It would be unwise to consider anyone above suspicion. I won't know until I've met him. Very well, in that case I would recommend you speak first with our resident Animances. They have frequent interactions with both patient and colleagues. You'll find them up here or in their offices downstairs. You'll report anything suspicious to me immediately. This is my only request. Alright. I don't even remember what the thing was. And that's the Aloth mission. It was one of these. The Leaden Key Acolyte showed me a wealthy neighborhood that also houses misery and madness. There was someone waiting there, a prisoner by choice. If I'm to find the person, I will need to find this neighborhood. Head Warden Ethelmore invited me to speak to Animancers in the sanitarium. Okay, so this is the place maybe. I have access to go down here, I swear. First, I will go do the thing about Aloth. That's important. Belasigi. Something else you need. I'm looking for an expert on awakenings. And I heard you were the one. She loves bitterly. That would be me. Though the lack of research subject has made me more of an expert in counting floorboards. I would like to transfer Animancy's success in buttressing awakened souls to soothing those whose souls have already awakened, but I need subjects, and most of the patients here are too broke to produce reliable results. It's a tragedy to have come so far for nothing. You're lucky I have a volunteer. She springs to the balls of her feet, beaming. Gellard, who is it? Ella's lip curl into a frown. I don't know about this. She grins more broadly still. Don't be silly. The process is perfectly harmless. All you must do is stand in the cage. I beg your pardon? I jest. You Aedarians are so uptight. I do not even know what the thing is used for. It belonged to the last occupant of this office. I think now they upgrade him to sell. Again, I jest. She rubs her hands together, getting down to business. So, I need you to sit here. She takes Aloth by the shoulders and steers him to the couch. And try to relax, but don't try too hard, then you will not be relaxing. I'm giving her a Russian accent because it feels right. Unless it's a he, then I don't know. It's a she. Indeed. His eyes are humorless. And you must also wear these. A little cold, but a copper will help conduct your essence. The Animancer fastens thick copper bands to Aloth's forehead and wrists. As she ratchets them tighter, his face twitches with suppressed irritation. Now, I will examine your soul through my scope. She reaches into her desk and produces a long chambered tube. Knobs, dials, and small tooth wheels run along the side of the device. It is fitted with hydral lenses, cut to different thickness and concavities. By manipulating them, I find the angles and densities that will allow me to track the anomalies in your soul. How exciting! I've never seen this sort of thing performed. Kana peers at the device with interest. It seems suitably complicated. Does this mean we'll get to talk to Iselmi more? I like that lady. She raises a finger. But first, we must find this cunning interloper. You will answer some personal questions while I make adjustment. Sagani pets his arm. Don't worry. I'm sure you won't hear any of it. Aloth squirms on the couch. Very well. She holds the scope to her eye and flicks a knob. To begin, tell me something personal. Something from a time before your awakening. There's nothing to tell. I was just a normal child living in the Sith Wood. He looks to you. His face is set in a frown, but the rigid edges of apprehension show through nevertheless. Talk about your parents. As you speak to Aloth, you feel your voice like a bell in your chest. It tolls softly, luring him into the mist of his own memory. Bella Sage doesn't seem to notice anything, but you feel as if your words are smoothing his essence, untangling its many threads. He closes his eyes. Mother is away most of the time, with the Thanes family, but I always know when she's coming home. Father's bottle accumulate like storm clouds on the horizon. His fits of temper become swifter and more violent. It still shames him, knowing that her hemneg to another man supports us better than his labors as steward. This is good. I'm starting to see something. Continue. Tell us about the time you awakened. She bites her tongue as she twists one of the dials. I'm in my 5th years of training. Mother is home. I can let my guard down a little because when she's around, he's usually only angry with her. But he has heard that I have had trouble casting missiles, that my flame shields are unstable. He's furious that I failed, and Mother's presence reminds him that he has failed too. The first blow takes me by surprise. One moment I'm sweeping the kitchen, the next I'm sprawled on the ground, stupidly looking at flecks of my own blood on the tile. His boots glistening with fresh polish thud across the floor. He kicks me in the stomach, and I curl up to shield my vitals, but it's pointless. Protecting one thing only leaves something else exposed. Still huddled on the ground, I retreat as fast as I can. I retreat until the vision of the kitchen and my own trembling knees is nothing but a pinprick against the field of black. His jaw locks and his eyes twitch beneath their lids. Madiko. Bella Sage furiously cranks the knobs along her scope. He's hypnotized himself with the old memory. You've got to bring him out of it, quickly. I almost have it. Squeeze his hand. You're safe, everything's fine. Aloth's eyes snap open, but the expression you see in them isn't his. He is near, safe, when I hap upon him. Bella Sage sucks a deep breath through her teeth. That's it. I'm seeing a shift in his essence, something spreading and congealing. She glances at you over her scope. Keep talking. He seems to respond to you. What brought you here? Cracking bones and voices high and higher. The warm molasses feeling the grips down your gut when crisis is nigh. Belfetto, we have flares of totally distinct essence. She jolts shorthand notes onto the pages next to her and turns one clicking knob of her scope. Now try to get the two of them talking. Isilmir, tell Aloth why you've awakened. Fear. He is the one needed me, hiding in his own bone bag like a turtle in its shell. Aloth's face twists in fury. I never turned it over to you. Good. Good, yes, very good. She rests from the scribbling only to make another adjustment to her scope. I can now see two separate patterns of essence. Where he ebbs, the other flows. It's as if the awakened soul fills a space that he leaves empty. She prompts you with a circling of her wrist squills, still in hand. Go on. Aloth, what's this about ceding space to Isilmir? Aloth, what is this about ceding space to Isilmir? Or Isilmir, what exactly are you... I'm gonna take this. Isilmir, what exactly are you taking from him? Nia, more than I'm given. You should ask with I did that old man of his how the last time he laid a hand on us, I broke it in 3 places. Aloth's head jerks to the side. That wasn't your decision. It's never been your decision. Nay, was awakening. But now I'm stuck with you. And damned if I let your ninnying drag us both through the scupper. Ack. Very good. She lowers her scope and consults her notes. I think I finally got something we can work with. I have tracked Isilmir's essence throughout the exchange. She had a particularly high density index during the most heated portion of their argument, and her essence seemed to localize most clearly in the lower portion of the subject's left ribcage. That's right around the spleen, which of course means that she is triggered by black bile. No doubt the subject's characteristics melancholy is to blame. Aloth blinks back at you, and in the midst of his perturbation, you're not quite sure who's looking at his eyes. That's utter horseshit. Black bile, is it? They've certainly spat their share. Kana studies Aloth dubiously. It is a simpler explanation than I expected, all things considered. What's black bile? She glares at him. Yes, never mind my years of training. I suppose you have better explanation. Isilmir manifested when Aloth is in danger or under pressure. black bile thing is. Slimmer manifests when Alice in danger or under pressure. Belisage carefully scratches her jaw, her gaze darting between you and Aleph. Like, all the options seemed like to say the same thing, didn't it? I suppose that could be true. She jolts another note. I'll have to check this against other research. He removes the copper bands. Well, and good for you, but what does this mean for me? Belisage frowns at her notes, tapping her cheek with a quill and making a grand show of concentration. However, you catch her stealing a glance at you over the pages. Slimmer tries to take control from you when she thinks you can't face a problem on your own. You can let her make these decisions for you. She did you a favor, dealing with your father, didn't she? I think she's trying to help you stand up for yourself. She did you a favor. I'm gonna say this. If you had to listen to her half as much as I do, you wouldn't say that. He scowls, but you notice something thoughtful in his frown. I've got a lot to process. Regardless, thank you for your help, Omen. Does not look at Belisage. She sets her notes on her desk and returns to her scope. Well, I hope this has been as useful to you as it has been to me. I finally have material worth publishing. You'll be the toast of a revoir, Fentraloth. His grimace melts into a crooked smile. Aye, advancing the right-wise principles of animancy. Just what I've always wanted. Is the Aloth or the crazy? I don't know. As you turn to leave, you catch a darting movement out of the corner of your eye. Belisage is humming to herself, still occupied with her scope, but Aloth's holding her notes. He's just about to tuck them into his cloak when he catches you watching. He holds a finger to his lips, his eyes wide and imploring. Please, I don't want my personal information published like this, especially not after her nonsense. Oh, come on, she did really help, though. Did she actually? Like a little, I guess. You get your explanation and she gets the research. That was the deal. He slides the paper back onto the desk, giving you a rueful look. I'm now gonna help you explain this one, Scholar Boy. Sorry, Aloth. I don't want to make enemies of people who can potentially help us in the future, you know? Right, everyone's level upable now. Good. Let's see. 8. Athletics up. Nice. Let's see. Fighter abilities. Ooh, damn. New ones. Plus 15 damage, plus 15 damage, plus 15 damage. That would be great, because that's what I'm using already. But 3 times per rest. 50% of damage taken convert to healing over time. It's crazy. Grace convert to hits. 20%. It's crazy. Plus 20 accuracy. Meh. Nope. Servant. Meh. For AoE. Could be good to have an AoE little thing for him, I guess, but pull and daze. Prone for 1 turn. Immunity to frightened and terrified. Just gonna make my sabers even stronger. 15% extra saber damage. Done. My go. Mechanics up next. Ooh, 5th level, damn. Ringleader. 50 focus it costs. Foe target dominated for 2 turns. Foe AoE charmed for 2 turns. So I can do like a whole bunch of people if I want to. Foe target -8 intelligence, -8 perception for 6 turns. User plus 20 melee accuracy, plus 20 rage accuracy, plus 20 deflection, plus crazy, detonate. 78 to 116 raw damage. Or tactical meld. User 20 accuracy when attacking the same enemy as a target for 6 turns. I'm gonna take a ringleader. And maybe detonate. Sure. Done. Aloth. Let's up your lore. Let's see. No. AoE 53, 73 burn damage. Wall of Force. Form of the helpless beast. Transform a single Kith enemy on Moador into a pig. The pig has very poor defense but can move quickly. That's like a polymorph. Nice. Terrified for 6 turns. Meh. Just a little bit of damage. Generates a cloud of virulent poison inflicting raw damage to anyone in the cloud every few seconds. Causes 20 defense, 10 damage reduction. Weapon Sistal Spirit. Unconscious for 1 turn. Meh. I think maybe this. $66 to 107, and this is 52 to 73. Area of effect is 3388, and this is it's like way bigger. What's length? It's a beam or something. I guess. Still. You're just my big damage dealer, yeah? Here, let's take the frost one. Yo, good. I'll get the spell mastery. Mastering a spell allows a free use of that spell once per encounter. I'll take the wizard double maybe. Not that I ever use it, to be honest. I've never used it ever. That's the one I use the most, but still, I probably don't need it. I'll get the wizard double, probably the most useful. Kana lore up to 12. Friendly aura 25% burn damage. So everyone does 25% burn damage. What if I already have 25% burn damage? Do I have like 100%? 50% then? Oh, I would hope so, because if I didn't have it and I had like frost, would it plus 20 defense against prone attacks, concentration, and damage reduction and freeze to shock. Meh. The dragon thrashed, the dragon wailed. 4 aura, 30 burn damage per 1 turn, 30 slash damage per 1 turn. Plus 10 deflection. Let's do this.
Following your lead.
Like this? I don't know. I'm just putting things in there. It is doing something sometimes. Survival up, yep. Plus 20 attack speed, plus 50 reload, but accuracy minus 7. 15 defense against AoE attacks, and I'm not okay. 50 damage against targets affected by a damage over time. This is good. Yes, I'm not going to rush. Binding roots, target stuck. Against range attacks. Minus 20 range attack speed. Plus 10 damage. Okay. Animal companions revive with 57 endurance. Heal companion. Animal companion plus endurance. I think I'm gonna go for... Which one was it? Takedown? Nope. Nope. Here. Plus 50% damage against targets affected by damage over time. Is my companion's damage is gonna be 50% higher, which is pretty good. Because she often has damage over time, like her main ability does that, I think. So should be doable. Trash Wizard, let's up that a bit and twice, sure. He's like good at everything. Spell Mastery. A spell that you can do once whenever you want. Bliss. Done. And a bunch of new spells they will not learn. Alright. Did I want to speak to someone else here?
Good day, stranger.
Helig is dead for good, by the way. Mordred sought a long breath. Then I can rest easy. You've done a great service for Animancy, for the Sanitarium, and for me. Thank you. Are you the Animancers buying relics from Immortal? Who? I have time to barter with adventurers. If that's what this is about. Anything unusual happened there? You must be joking. This Sanitarium, nothing is usual down here. Although, now that I think about it, the patients seem more agitated lately, but they are Caedmon Azo's responsibility, not mine. Then if there's anything else, I'll be on my way. Caedmon Schmaedmon. Ripley. Oh, I'm allowed to look.
See it done.
Maybe this is something useful. Subject is female and mid-40s, awakened to a past life as a serial murderer, which now frequently emerges as a soul of dominant personality. Subject vacillates between violence and severe depression, resulting from guilt of past deeds. Weak candidate for present research. Just gonna take it all. The man who waits. Not from Azo. Ripley, I require more copper tubing for my experiments. Do not requisition it from the sanitarium stores. I don't have time to deal with the head warden's inevitable questions. Okay. Guess I will have to read them then. Subject is male, approximately early 30s, powers of speech absent. Presumably as a result of the over-fragmentation of his soul. As such, he is the ideal subject for present research. However, experimentation has caused severe pain and induced panic, and I have had to enlist the aid of the guards in transporting him for more recent procedures. Subject is male, mid-20s, displays acute dissociation and paranoid delusions, tendencies causing anger and extreme violence. Dangers of working with the subjects preclude possibility of further use in present research. Subject is male, approximately 17 years of age, admitted for episodes of catatonia followed by occasional violent outbursts. Initial analysis of soul revealed severe fragmentation, essence defiancy. Set defiancy all but eliminates the possibility of utilizing the subject in present research. Hello, Ripley.
Hail, traveler.
A young Orlan woman traces her fingers along the spines of the books in front of her, row by row, her motions quick and skittish, like a bird's. She does not notice you until you are nearly upon her. Oh my, you startled me. Are you supposed to be in here? What do you do here? I mostly help Master Azo set up and clean his equipment. I also keep his office organized since he's too busy to do it himself. If there's anything else, I need to go back to work. The Immortal. I don't even know who Immortal is. So no. Do you know that most of these relics are stolen from ruins and selling them is illegal? We go talk to the headmaster and say maybe is Azo in an option? I'll be honest, I don't know who this Azo is. Nuns regard you with bright, intelligent eyes. Can I help you with something? What do you do here? I'm not actually interested. Just to see if he had something interesting to say. Audemars, someone different. Hello.
Good day, stranger.
I found records that Azo may be running some questionable experiments. Caedmon Azo is in charge of our patient welfare now. He's not authorized to run any more experiments. I am disappointed in Caedmon. I had hoped you would be the one to guide your inquiry. He'll be in his office in the patient ward. I am granting you immediate access so you can find him. No doubt you will wish to speak to him further on this matter, and I, for one, am curious as to what he might have to say. Tread carefully in the wards. There are a few dangerous cases. I would ask also that you do your best not to agitate the patients. They have enough trouble as this. I don't actually need to save because when I walk down there it's gonna auto-save anyway. The man who waits.
Laying low.
That warden says you can go in, be careful in there. Their families leave them in this place. Frail. A curved spine twists this woman's posture forward, her greasy hair draped over large eyes like vines. She smiles at you. You must be visiting someone. Then nothing your appearance, she adds. Then noting your appearance. A friendly visit, I hope. What do you know about this Animancer Azo? Oh, I like him very much. Many Animancers could care less about their patients. Look at us, like vermin for their experiments, but Master Azo treats us like humans, even the very sick. You can tell he does this to help people. He's helped me understand a great deal about myself, and I know he's done the same for others. It's too bad what they did to him. He hides it well, but I know he's still affected by it. What happened to Azo? Frail's eyes dart back and forth, and her voice lowers to just above a whisper. They don't like to talk about it, but there was an accident. He was said to be one of the brightest in Deerwood. There was his reputation here, and that was what brought me to seek treatment. People say it was ego that drove him to try and solve the legacy, but that's hogwash. Even if he was a bit of a showman, he loves his homeland. He thought he could help. He wasn't one to speak of his work. Suspected his colleagues might have tried to steal it, but he told me once that he had figured out a way to create a soul. Not a soul exactly, mind you. How did he put it? A proxy, I think he called it. Had some machine that drew energy out of the very ether. Can you imagine? The point is, it was going to help with the legacy. It was going to make the Hollowborn into something easier to love and care for. Gods know that's something we need. Do you know what they call those empty little babies in Ondra's gift? No, tell me. They call them boys, because so many of them are found floating face down in the water. These are mad times. Anyway, Master Azo had scheduled a public demonstration of his work in Copper Lanes. He was so excited. And then the next day, he was locked in his office, turning away visitors. And he stopped seeing patients. I don't know exactly what happened, and I don't have the heart to ask him, but I'm glad they're letting him treat people again. Do you know where I might find him? I think I've seen him around today. Have you checked the laboratory? It shares a wall with the office. He's been spending most of his time there lately. Have any patients been acting strangely? Well, there's Batixa, who relives a murder she committed more than 5 lifetimes ago. Edelman, who they say only has half a soul and who was found collecting the faces of others because he believes his own to be a false one. Graham, he speaks in language no one understands and wails at night sometimes. Different from their normal behavior, I mean. Well, yes, I suppose, but nothing they didn't volunteer for. Master Azo let us know that a number of patients in the North Ward had volunteered for a new therapy and would be escorted to his laboratory for receiving treatment. The North Ward has our most troubled cases. I'm glad some of them have chosen to get help. It seems to me it's gotten quieter over there since it started. It's Graham. I see them talking in the most. He struggles, but he always has a bit of a wild one. Would I be able to visit the North Ward? They like to keep them separate. I don't know that I've ever seen the guards allow a visitor, just Master Azo. You might ask him, he's very sympathetic. Why are you in here? Behind her hair, her cheeks flush. I don't want to say. You'll think less of me. When you blush, it brings out the color of your eyes. Her blush deepens and she ducks her head forward to bury her face deeper beneath her hair. These last few years haven't been kind to me. They haven't been kind to anyone, really. I try not to think of it as personal. I lost my husband and both boys in the Saints' War. My daughter, the legacy took her before she was ever mine. I made do. What else can you do? I moved into a tiny place in Ondra's gift, got by mending clothes and on the kindness of strangers when I had to, but I was surviving and the gods were watching over me. I could live with that. Then one day this noble woman comes in, wants this fancy gown fixed. Gorgeous thing. This shade of blue I've never seen before. Only I had. I looked at it and it reminded me of something. I had what they call an awakening. I remembered being a noblewoman myself in another life. People doting over me. Men doting over me. Me, the best food, the most beautiful woman, the home, all the things you'd never dare to dream of. They were mine. It was poison, knowing that. All those things I had that I'll never have in this life. It did something to me. My food started to taste rotten. The walls in my little room seemed to close in around me. I stopped being able to sleep in my own bed. So I came here. It was that or break into an estate and start ordering servants around. It seems like such a silly thing to worry about. You don't have to tell me, but I can't get past it. And I start to wonder, did the gods choose this life for me? And if so, what terrible thing must I have done to deserve it? You'll get there again one day, one lifetime and the other. Took offense to your overindulgence. Nobody deserves to go through what you've gone through. I hope not. I can't even imagine the monster who deserves what half the patients here go through every day. Flesh construct.
I shall be discreet.
Crooked chalk tally marks cover the surface of the table. Table. I don't know what I picked up, but I got it. It's mine now. This is probably the laboratory, the place that I'm supposed to go. First explore a little bit. This place is big. This place very bingus, but very trash looking. Schwef. Schwef. My name is Schwef. Gonna keep saying that. Keep distance. Which in the cell back there have been in. Anything else? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, okay. Is it like a door I can enter? Is it? No, right? It's closed.
Ready, Watcher.
Oh, everyone, please.
Hey.
Thank you. Glanfath stuff. Okay. But you can keep it. I'm not stealing anything from you, don't worry about it. I ain't stealing nothing. Alright.
Hello?
There should be a place
Hello?
where Azo should be. Right? Something churns and bubbles in this tank.
Where there's a pick, there's a way.
Raven Wing. One-handed. When attacking same target as an ally, 25% damage when attacking same target as an ally. I'll take it. I get it for free.
I'll see it done. It's finished.
Bladen Golan. I'll yoink it. Thank you. Hello, Cadman Azo. A round-faced, balding man turns to face you. His upper lip is pulled upward slightly by his pointed nose, exposing his upper teeth when he scowls.
What is the meaning of this?
Are you the Animancers buying relics for Imatl? Are you trying to discredit me? Go dig elsewhere.
What is it now?
I heard you were demoted. What happened? Azo's nostril flare and he bares his upper teeth more broadly. That's none of your concern. Did one of the others put you up to this? Armor? That smug weasel. Things went wrong. Everything. I don't know how. I'll never know. He spits on the floor as if to remove a bitter taste from his mouth. Ethelmore told me you're not supposed to be doing any more experiments. Yes, well, Ethelmore hasn't done much good for anybody since he had his soul moved to an inanimate object, so I fail to see why I should let that sway me. If Animancers all followed the commands of their leader, where would we be? We'd all be as backward and willfully ignorant as Eretzeras. We would know nothing about life or death or even ourselves. We would be lost in the dark with no clue as to why. I never thought I'd find myself in agreement with a statue, but Ethelmore's right about this fella at least. He sneers at Azo, how easily ambition masquerades as prudence. I'll bet he's fooled even himself. Surely there are other paths that don't involve risking lives.
Indeed. Many lives have been spent in such pursuits, writing treatises and poems. But tell me this, how does one verify the truth of a poem? If some philosopher stumbled across the meaning of our existence, how would we know it from a false one? These are wasted lives. In Animancy there is progress. We are measurably closer to complete understanding because of our work, and that will be true until our work is complete. Who will solve Widewen's legacy? Some church? Some warrior? It will be an Animancer, or it will be no one at all.
I think it will be me. Any other subjects? I have, yes. No point in lying about it, now that Ethelmore is involved. I asked for volunteers from our patients, and a few brave souls came forward. I was very close at one time to a breakthrough. They understood that. They understood their sacrifice would mean something. Like access to North Ward. Out of the question. Those patients are isolated for a reason. So you can coerce them into your experiments. I've seen your records. I know what you're doing down here.
Those are private! You have no right!
He balls up his fist and digs his teeth into his desk. Finger growls simmering beneath his breath and deep scowls compressing his face.
Fine. Speak to them for all the good it'll do you. I'm sure the discussions will be fascinating.
Pulls a heavy key from one of his pockets and nearly slams it down on the floor before handing it to you. Farewell. And where is that? Is that up there? I would assume.
Nice and quiet.
I'll save just in case something goes horribly wrong and I have to start killing everybody. I can't talk to that door. I can talk to this one though. Is this my face? Tell me. Yes, it is. Thundering sky, rain of blood, innocents must drown. This man has the look in his eye of a hunted animal, and at your approach he staggers backwards to the far corner of his cell, halfway appearing as though he would climb the walls if it would get him farther away from you. He cries out, a bizarre primal utterance like nothing you heard before, like nothing you've heard. Can't hide from me, leaden key spy. Graham looks at you blankly. It is unclear whether he understands you or not, but his panic has momentarily subsided. He opens his mouth to speak, but the words that came out are half-formed as though his tongue were cut out. They are impossible for you to discern if indeed they are words at all. Alof makes a noise of disgust. Those Animancers did this to him. You can see what comes of their meddling. There are things I need to know from you. Azura experience on you against your will, didn't he? He looks at you with uncertainty. Slowly, tentatively, he steps closer to the front of his cell. And as he does so, for the first time, you can perceive his soul within your ken. It is misshapen as though maimed by some jagged instrument, and large expanses of it have been gouged out entirely. You feel no barrier of resistance. If you want to, you could look further into Graham's soul. Sure. You project out towards the maimed soul in front of you, merging with it, its confusion and fear becoming yours as it whisks you into its depths. You're in your cell. A key turn. The door creaks open and neglected hinges. Thoughts come to you in waves, incomplete, broken, fearful. Standing at the door is a rotund, balding man. His upper teeth and pointy nose remind you of a rat. He beckons apologetically. You don't want to go. Anything else in your mind is a single word, and the word is no. But it dissolves before it reaches your lips. You press against the back wall. Cornered, you cry out. In darkness, you fight against unseen restraints. You cannot move your arms or legs. The man walks into the room carrying a lit candle, its meager flame casting long shadows across books and machinery. Straps bind your arms and legs. Cold metal circumscribes the crown of your head at the breadth of your chest. The man is sorry. He is in need of raw material. They dismantled his work and he needs another source. He needs to show them he was right. He thanks you. Then he turns a knob and you feel yourself begin to crack from within, and you can feel pieces of you turn away, like having your insides chewed by a horde of rats, and you're screaming a scream you can barely hear. Continue. Another night. Heavy footsteps outside your door, coming for you. You look through a slit in your door. The flesh giant, the artificial being, just outside, but facing left, facing the end of the hall. The boy there. The boy looks with interest at the giant, then collapses to the floor like a shed snakeskin. The giant convulses for a moment, then rights itself, turns away and leaves. Graham looks at you, still wild-eyed, but somehow more present. He nods at you, then walks back to the end of his cell. So it's not Graham?
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
These poor people. This isn't the treatment that they were promised upstairs by the cushioned seats and lush carpets.
It wasn't indeed.
Is that the cure for soul sickness? To be thrown into a cell and subjected to the whims of your captor?
The Nemesis matter patience. But if all were treated like this, the sanitarium would never survive. What these patients do to warrant such conditions? There are just as many who come here and are cured of their illness. There is the source of all knowledge. Here's the source of all the knowledge you were giddy about. Kinda grimaces. It is one thing to be told as much, another to see it yourself. Let's be on our way. This place gnaws on my soul.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Hello, little boy. Uskrim, a willowy adolescent boy, stands in the center of his cell, gawkish and stoop-shouldered. He stares straight ahead, the occasional blink, his only movement, and it is unclear whether he registers your presence at all behind his glassy doll-like eyes. In this state, the barriers between your soul and his are thin and porous, easily bypassed if you should wish to. Sure, that's all I can do. You close your eyes and edge forward toward the boy's soul, and as you near, a sudden malaise comes over you. You're cold and warm all at once, sweating and shivering and straining for breath, as you did on the caravan journey. The soul you approach is the wrong one, a parasitic plant that strangles its host. It is predatory and pitiless, and you have crossed paths with it before. Too late does it occur to you to retract, and already you feel yourself plunging into some interminable abyss of thought and memory. You are standing in a cell now, the same cell in the sanitarium. The halls are moonlit and empty, and you are waiting. At the far end of the ward, the door opens, revealing a flesh golem in silhouette beneath the stone archway. It makes its usual round, the same stop every time, the misbegotten child of despondent creators. When the construct is close, you call yourself up and spring forward, passing out of the boy's body as though it were a membrane. You can sense his body behind you, collapsing to the floor, a puppet whose strings are cut. You are rushing toward the golem now, bodiless as a gust of wind. Quickly you think to yourself, quickly, and you feel the strength hemorrhaging from your soul as you dart towards the makeshift abomination. You pass into the golem's shell and overtake the soul's implant within, encircling it, suppressing it, and contained in this new vessel, you are strong again. So he took over a golem's body, so he's probably either still in here or he's outside. As a golem, would be quite visible, or he could have jumped to another soul, I guess. You step heavy-footed down corridors, unheeded by the other constructs and scrutinized only by the wary, untrustworthy eyes of the mad, coming at last to an office piled with books and scribbled papers and the perverse implements of animancy. You set your oversized hands upon a large machine, a nest of globes and tubes and coils in the center of the room, and go to work, bending wires and unsettling alignments. Your surroundings are pulled past you, or perhaps you are pulled past them, and they dissolve into a blur. When they settle into a place again, you're outside on a clear day, standing in front of a crowded stack high above you on the tired seats of an amphitheater. You are acting for the crowd, standing deliberately still, but this is no play. A balding man with rotund-like features is strapping you to a machine, the one you had tampered with. You see your arms for the first time, short and fleshy, unmistakable, those of a little girl. But this body is not truly yours. Your mind still holds the same determination, the same hard-heartedness as before. The body itself is cold and vacuous, unlike the others. This one has no soul of its own. The man speaks, and the crowd applauds with the enthusiasm worthy of a hero's entrance. "Bear witness," he says, and he pulls a lever. The machine shivers and sparks, and a bead of sweat rolls down the side of the man's brow. But the crowd's apprehension quickly gives way to awe as a crystal globe fills with a radiant mist that casts the entire theater aglow. He opens a valve, and the glow crawls through a tube along a length of copper, whirring that runs to a set of electrodes beneath your armpits. So much to read. Am I reading a whole book here? You feel nothing when it reaches you, as it should be, for you have been leading his work astray periodically for some time, altering notes and setting and playing puppeteer for a Hollowborn, but you make it look how people would expect it to look when a body is infused with a soul. In a moment the machine goes dark, and the man unstraps you, eyeing you with a scientist's concern. He looks back at the crowd. "Behold!" he says, but there is obvious hesitation in his voice. Slowly you take a plodding step forward, then another and another. You look up at the man, giving him the eye contact of which no Hollowborn is capable, and the crowd gasps. The man looks relieved. "How do you feel?" he asks at the volume meant for the crowd, and this is the moment. At the top of your lungs, you let out a piercing shriek. The man comes towards you, his hands outstretched, but you run the other way, back to the machine. With all your strength, you drive your head into the crystal globe and it shatters, striking your head with warm blood. You drive your head down into the surface of the machine again and again, drawing panicked screams from the crowd, and by the time the man reaches you, your body has already ceased proper function and merely twitches on the cold ground. Satisfied, you depart the corpse in search of another unsuspecting host, who could put their faith in animancy now. So he took over a golem's body, somehow got out or something, then went into like a little girl's body and killed himself. You're pulled again from your surroundings, transcending the boundaries of memories and lifetimes, deeper and deeper, past betrayals and murders and lies upon lies that form the thick webbing of plots beyond mortal comprehension. You settle at last on a room you have seen before, expansive with a tall device encasing an Aedra monolith at its center. The room is filled with people, and the people all look at the device. You're yanked suddenly back to the reality, and the one catatonic boy in the cell is looking directly at you, calculating. There's no mistaking now that it is the soul of the man who caused your awakening that gazes out from the burrowed husk. A watcher. Not just a watcher, someone who will break these frail little legs of yours if you don't do exactly what I tell you. You made me into a watcher. I need you to undo it. Is that so? He makes no effort to hide his disinterest, but he continues to search your eyes. He makes a slight grunting noise, and his eyes soften for an instant, and it seems for that moment that he recognizes you. He opens his mouth to speak, then seems to think better of what he was about to say. His jaws tighten. I know your look. You hunger for answers that elude you. It gnaws at your soul. It usurps your reason for being. You're like everyone. I will help you let go. He dodges backwards with a startling grace, putting himself out of reach. On his face there is no malice, only the dispassion of a farmer putting down a sick animal. Then suddenly he slumps forward. Why are they all fighting me? We're friends. Graham, we were friends, weren't we? Action type free. Just AoE around him.
Ulu Sen.
Why are you all attacking me? We're friends, aren't we? They're doing experiments on crazy people, and I'm like, oh, you can't do that, but I can kill them all if I want to.
Forticore!
Oh, I know he's gonna hit me, but I had to get out of there.
Hey. You're not getting through me.
Those screams are crazy.
Yeah.
Ready, Watcher.
How dare you, Graham? How fucking dare you?
Well?
So who wants to be charmed? You are my friend.
I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one.
Good job, Edomak.
Lava, beyond, seek!
Lava will beyond seek.
I think they're gonna attack their own friend for a little bit. So that's good. Unless he will die. Yes. Good. Don't cost us, please. Thank you.
Aye?
These are... Yes.
These ones.
Kill them all! What? Let's burn this away!
Oh, he exploded.
My bows.
Hey,
Ow. Edomak doing crazy damage. Crazy! I tell ya.
Following your lead. Let's end this!
Aye?
let's.
This is so strong.
Here's a lesson to be taught.
Get on!
What was all that zippity zappity I was hearing?
Hey,
Yes?
Yeah.
I shall deal with this one.
What is it? But here's a lesson to be taught.
Got it for this one.
Following your lead.
Let's pour power!
Nice. They had nothing on them, sadly. Okay, this is something new. Though backed by the money and spies of two Valiant dukes, Grieving Mother had difficulty cracking the Glenfaden astronomer's code. Many of the Glenfadens who initially appeared helpful turned out to be saboteurs who believed that outsiders could not be trusted with Glenfaden secrets. A series of ambushes and difficult chases through Air Glenfad eventually brought Grieving Mother's face to face with the great-great-granddaughter of one of the Orlan astronomers who predicted the lovers died. She threatened to destroy the key to translating the cipher, but Grieving Mother was able to negotiate a limited translation of the key astronomical information. In the end, the Valiant Dukes were a bit disappointed as they had hoped to learn additional secrets of Glenfaden astronomy. However, even the information Grieving Mother recovered was fascinating to Valiant astronomers. Dimensional shift and plus 12 reflex. Foe beam stunned for 1 turn. Okay, nice. Lost 127 to Bennett. The Earl collected 129 and I earned 700. Wow, he had 111 coins in his jail cell. Crazy.
Will be made an
All
answer.
the-
These ones are in for a
They're
whopping.
gonna attack me. I don't wish to kill everyone, just the flesh golems.
Following your lead. Your tail ends here.
leave it to me.
Ready, Watcher.
Linguini.
Yes. I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one. Well?
How may I help? Hey. Laying low.
Everyone, please.
Slow and silent.
Let's hope all the other patients are okay. And it's just the flesh golems that are going cray cray. Wicked. Did the wicked get free?
Aye?
Let's end this!
Hey.
Yeah!
Ready, Watcher.
Leave it to me!
Aye?
These uns are in for a walloping!
For Takora!
Leave it to me!
I'm here.
After him, Ismark.
Well, bring them down!
Taken care of. I hope the girl didn't die.
Let's have it out!
She was very nice and helpful.
Following your lead. Let's end this!
Hey.
How did it open? How did the gate open? Who did it?
Ready, Watcher.
Yes. Kill them all! I'll let Margaret's fire bless this.
Let's end this!
Aye?
These uns are in for a walloping!
So I'll go take a look at the guy's place first. He's probably not there anymore, I would assume then. What have you done? Mangling their souls. I've witnessed it with my own eyes. As those face drains of what little color it has. How could you possibly? Look, it had to be done. Ethelmore and the others, they took everything from me. Everything when I was this close. I had to know where I failed and why. Imagine the value if I'd succeeded. I had something that could make all those hollow infants into something like real person. And with a few more patrons and a few years research, who knows? No one has come that close with a legacy. It's why I have to continue. Why I have to risk everything. Here working in secret. It's why you have to lie to Ethelmore for me. Tell me you've cleared me of all suspicion. We'll see.
I trust that you'll do what's right for Deerwood. Don't hold everyone accountable for my mistakes.
You trust just a mad dog to hunt for you? The man has little respect for his subjects. It speaks ill of his decisions of the scientist. I'm gonna say no, but if I'm saying no now, he's just gonna attack me, and then. And then, you know, if he attacks me, he's dead, and he won't get real
Aye?
punishment.
These ones are in for a walloping!
Following your lead. Let's end this!
Hey.
Ready, Watcher.
Linguini. Thing here, no?
Keeping an eye
What happened? How did this open? Because I certainly did not open it. Are you guys in it alright? Yes, seem to be. I'm getting out of here. It's not safe anymore. Who said that? Just a patient. Not that it was ever safe to begin with. What the blazes happened down there? You were given permission to ask questions. Patient of yours, Oskarim, was working for Lenki only without knowing it. Everything's under control until I get Lenki spy. Patient of yours was working for Lenki only without knowing it. Finish your explanation, Ethelmore breaks his silence. I have read accounts of people in history who could do what you describe. The accounts are few and brief and never reliable. Some go as far as to suggest that they are all the same person. If truly such a person was here among us, plotting our ruin, would that I had a body again, and could be of some real use in our time of need. I fear what the future may hold for this place. I'm grateful you were able to dispatch the threat before there was loss of innocent life. We very nearly had another scandal on our hands. What of Azo? What part did his experiment play in this catastrophe? How patients the Leaden Key took advantage of him, the Leaden Key would have found a way to interfere with the sanitarium even without knowing. Without Azo. At the worst possible time, say no more. Cadman Azo is no longer welcome at this facility. Alright. First Leaden Key has been found.
You fought for the Deerwood in the Saints' War?
We'd better grab a couple pints before you get me going on that one.
No complaints here.
Oh.
Gods keep you.
Beg your pardon, I have a message for you. You are summoned to Hadred's house where Lady Webb wishes to meet with you as soon as possible. I don't remember where it is. Hadred's house. And here I thought the locals were exaggerating about Dinrid Row. Seems like your name has come up in some important meeting. I hope nobody was shouting it at the time. How did you know where to find me? Tell me about Lady Webb. Do you not know Lady Webb? She's, well, no one's seen her exactly in a long time, but she's the mistress of Dinrid Row. Has been for as long as anyone can remember. He pauses, eyeing passerbys with suspicion. Quietly he continues. She's supposed to be old, older than anybody. She never leaves her room. Some say she wastes away and she's just a pile of bones, kept animate by dark magic. She's still at it, but anyone can tell learning things, keeping us safe. Best anyone can tell. Pulling the strings behind the throne, too, it's said. Has a ring of ciphers doing her bidding, telling her everything that goes on. You do wrong in the country before you go asking the gods for forgiveness, best you ask Lady Webb first. What's Dunrid Row? A whole mess of ciphers, run out of Hadrod's house. They make it their business to keep the peace, but they don't like to see them do it. That's down here. That's Hadrod's house. Problems in the city have a way of going away on their own, and when that happens, you can make a pretty good guess as to why. How do you know where to find me? Well, it is Lady Webb. She knows everything. Where can I find Hadrod's house? Just over here, my lord. The southwest corner of Brackenbury. You'll find the lady upstairs. Very well. What is this about? Older robed man. As you near the operation, you are overcome suddenly by a powerful anxiety that sits like a stone on your stomach. The feeling is not quite real. The recollection of an emotion rather than the emotion itself. It wrenches your insides nevertheless. The operation's brow is tensed, a look of concern plain across its face.
The other missionaries say you have been neglectful of your duties.
They lie.
They speak out of concern for you. Now tell me, is there something to their concerns?
The pain in your stomach deepens, and you feel for a moment as though you're about to be sick. Your mouth has gone dry. Forgive me, Eminence. I wish to leave the order. The man folds his fingers together and presses them to his mouth, thoughtful.
You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way?
People we intend to convert, they commit unspeakable acts, sacrifice, mutilations. It's not. Let's say the first. People intend to convert, they commit unspeakable acts, sacrifice, mutilations. The apparition exhales slowly, and its lips press together, a sympathetic report in its eyes. It places its hand on your shoulder.
These are the ways of the heathen world.
Surely the gods would do better to destroy us all and start anew.
Perhaps they would. It may come to that one day. This is why we must not fail. The heathens are beyond the gods' reach. They do not know better. We are tasked with delivering them to the gods, so that the gods may heal their souls.
Is such a thing possible?
I have seen it with my own eyes. You will see it too, if you choose to remain. There is no greater calling than the one we have chosen. Neither words, nor wealth, nor battle will end this suffering. Only the gods. Will you give them that chance?
The knot in your stomach seems to loosen all at once, and the anxiety is replaced with something else entirely, something warm and soothing, and it is something you know you can never repay. As the vision fades, you start to become cognizant of the many odd looks aimed in your direction. Your last response echoes in your mind, I will.
I'm here.
No, look, I don't have like
Following your lead.
a passive that I could
Well?
have turned on for
Hey.
so long. Doesn't look like it.
Hey,
Am I allowed to go upstairs now? I think I've never been allowed to go upstairs before, or I never tried. Or have I? I might have tried. Lady Webb will see you now.
Hello? Hello?
These notes are scribbled in a cryptic shorthand. This woman clutches a thick stack of parchment with spindly, wrinkled fingers, their flesh stretched thin to near translucence with extreme age, a gossamer veil over pale blue veins, ink splotches and candle burns dot and stripe her hand like a quilt patterned after some great, indescribable truth. She does not look up from her reading.
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that
I
would
was
make the
here anyway.
reincarnation of Aothis look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cad Noir. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me.
Yeah, that's like very big news, so would be very bad for you. A meager trick given Cad Noir's fame.
And this
Indeed.
fiasco
This is
in the
what I think.
sanitarium that you seem to have gotten yourself into the middle of. What in blazes possessed you to stir that nest of trouble?
Investigating a strange group.
Strange does not begin to describe them. The practices of the Leaden Key defy all reason. You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend. Which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the Leaden Key?
I don't remember. One of the members caused my soul to awaken. I need to traverse it and across a man in one of the ruins. It's important I find him again. Sure. She closed her eyes and the lids flicker. Then her face goes still and her mouth parts. Little more than a sliver, and her hand briefly drops open, spilling some of her parchment to the ground. The pages wafting around her legs like the leaves of a dying tree. Her fleshy eyelids peel back and her gaze is immediately upon you.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Eora has ever known.
How do you know I seek Taos?
Because you have seen his face, and that makes it a simple matter for me to see it. You even happened to catch him in his ceremonial garb, it seems. Must have been a special occasion.
What can you tell me about Theos?
More than most, though very few would know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The Leaden Key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it. What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man. Awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes. The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit. Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Woodica's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism.
It's like in Critical Role with the Jorhaus, the Bright Queens area. Where when they die, they get reborn into a new body after a while. But they have to die like in a certain radius of a beacon.
That may also explain
So it can
another
absorb the soul
supposed
and
gift of
gift
his.
it again.
His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity. He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
I don't know so much.
The same way I come by all my knowledge.
Reading.
Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures. Whatever the knowledge demands, I pay in full. There is nothing of greater value. Unfortunately, with Theos, there is also nothing more scarce. He has covered his tracks far too well. His manipulations of the course of history are lost to time now, though I believe they were many.
What does that know about Lenki?
Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members. They are kept in the dark of missions they are not involved in, or sometimes of those they are involved in. They exist to hide secrets they themselves don't know, if you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appeal. Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands when necessary. And he does not fail.
What do you want from me?
Keep me informed. The Leaden Key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath. Keep turning them. Dunreed Row will not stop you. Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. In return, I will share our knowledge with you as we learn it, and provide you with what assistance I can.
Very well.
If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you.
Good
Yes?
questions. Tell me about Dunreed
All
Road.
the things there are to know in this world, and you ask me about work. Deerwood is a rebel country. Conflict is in its blood. If you think a few guards posted in our cities keep chaos at bay, you are very new to town indeed. We are Deerwood's cipher investigators, of course.
I'm a cipher too.
But what we really are is its last barrier against anarchy. People are more at ease when they believe they are watched over by someone more enlightened than they are. It pacifies them. So that is the image we foster. And we do try to be enlightened for their sake. The knowledge we gather here is Deerwood's standing army in many ways. We learn what's vital and we act on it while Deerwood sleeps, blissfully unaware of the terrifying truths all around them. I wish I could tell people the things I know sometimes, but the truth is I don't think many of them could bear it.
How'd you come to be here?
Me? I started this place in a different time under a different duke. I impressed the duke with my research and my work ethic, and he became possessed of the notion that I would be ideal to lead a secret network of gifted investigators. I don't know how such an idea got into his head.
How old are you? She gives a half-hearted gasp and covers her mouth with her clumped fingers. You wicked man! Where are your manners? Were you raised without a shred of decency?
I lost count ages ago. Such a strange thing to celebrate, getting closer to death. Oh, I've had my share of work done to prolong my existence, if that's what you're wondering. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not done here. There are things I still wish to learn. And I'll be the effigy if I let Berith carry me off before I'm through. There was a time when I considered enlisting the theorems
What
of
are the
Khanrum
magics
to
that you
extend
can
my life
send you back?
indefinitely. I found the thought of devouring my political enemies to sustain my own life greatly appealing. I must have gone soft with age.
Are you a psychic?
If you are hoping I can look at your hand and tell you whom you should marry, you can just wipe that notion from your
Aw,
mind.
man.
I do not know what will happen tomorrow. That is what I pay spies for. Being a cipher is not unlike being a watcher. You notice more about what is already there. Many can hold an object and know where it's been, or peer into the thoughts of people around them. They can also sometimes affect those thoughts, but that would be unethical, of course. A tiny, talented few pick up so much about the world around them, they can get images of things to come, but these are fleeting and unreliable.
So you don't know what will happen tomorrow?
Who said I was talented? I don't. Least not that I can trust. And with me, it's only ever about one thing anyway.
What's that?
A quiet day at home.
She glances back behind her towards a small table, and a queer smile finds its way across her face. Is there a Lord
There
Webb?
was.
What happened
He
to him?
believed in dying with dignity. He was old-fashioned that way, my husband. We saw the world very differently, he and I. But he was good to me while he lasted.
Let's talk about something else. Farewell.
Try your best not to die out there.
I don't say the top thing because I think it's like asking for a hint. Okay. This is for Heritage Hill. How does one get inside? I guess I'll go to Heritage Hill, to that place that I saw. Or maybe I go to the woman first. I don't know. I'll see. I'll see what I do. Heritage Hill it is. Like apparently the tower was linked to the lady. Don't know in what way. But I'll go down here first.
And what does the flame reveal?
I don't know. I'm first gonna go to the lady here. She was there. I think. Canta. She was linked somehow, apparently. I want to know how.
You return.
I saw you
What
in a
have you come
vision.
seeking
There's
this
something you need to do for me. Believe me.
Believe me, I've heard that line before. It's rude to stare, you know. Don't worry. I've no mind to start anything with you. After all, I've stayed in such good...
Alright, useless. Useless. I guess I'll just try and enter then.
Slow and silent.
No. Speedy boys. Faster, come on. Come on, you can go faster. They look like such a mismatch. Speak the words. You hear rumbles and clanks from hidden tumbles as the door unlocks.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea.
Ghouls.
For it!
Yes?
Yes.
Ansawu for Tatawa!
Hey.
Ready, Watcher.
Go get him with the mug. Damn.
What is it? Bring them down! Here's a lesson to be taught!
Skrettle Flizzard.
How may I help?
These ones are in for a walloping!
Let's burn this away!
I don't know how they're dazed, but
Leave it to me!
Ready, Watcher.
What is it?
Following your lead.
who's he hitting? I don't know. Was he trying to hit?
Let's end this!
Aye? These ones are in for a walloping!
Here's a lesson to be taught! For Aethys!
How is your staff doing at Aloth? 500 damage. I'm already 1/3 through. I'm not 1/3 through with the dazed yet.
Hey.
Let's see what lies this way.
Hey.
Keeping an eye out.
The mattress is lumpy and smells of old straw, but whoever slept here last made it neatly. Essence shimmering and pulsates within the strange device. Papers. Crumpled page from Aldlem's journal. Day 7, a week of study, and we're still none the wiser about the device. Trinding remains optimistic. I don't know what I'd do without his spirit. Trindig's letter. Dearest mother and father, you will be pleased to hear that I've learned much already since coming to the city. There are many incredible ruins nearby, and Master Greg has allowed me to accompany him on a number of expeditions. I'm writing to you from inside an ancient Engwithan tower. There's an entire district built up around it, but the locals have mostly left the tower untouched. They have let us set up temporary living quarters here so our work can continue uninterrupted. It is an unsettling place at times, but Master Greg has been a constant comfort, and he is quick to remind me that the things we learn from this tower may one day help us find a cure for Waiden's legacy. I'd better get some rest now. Mr. Greg likes to get up an early start of the day. All my love, Trindig. Hello, Scallywags.
Yes?
Your tale ends here! Vadan Ansawu.
No wizards
You're not
will
getting
fight
through
me.
me.
Well?
I shall deal with this one.
What is it?
Petting the scratchy old coverlet thickens the air with dust. No one has used this bed in weeks. Only weeks.
Nice and quiet.
Station.
There's something ahead.
Just some coinies. My little coinies. Hello, Scallywags.
For Takor!
Leave it to me!
Ready, Watcher.
I can't make
What
it
is
back,
it?
sadly.
No prisoners!
Everyone is allowed to pass now.
There's a lesson to be taught.
Commander there, tank it. Tank it real good. Just don't get hit, otherwise you get paralyzed.
Following your lead. Your tail ends here!
How may I help?
Shit. You screwed up, Kana. You screwed up.
These ones are in for a walloping!
I'll let Margaret's fire bless this.
You're not getting through me.
Right.
Hey.
Hello? Hello?
It's just a book, and then day 2. We've completed our measurements of the machine. Thanks to Trigger's joyful agility, further examination is required to discover its intended use.
All right then.
I guess all there's to do is go upstairs.
Light, flame, and sound.
Go up a floor in the tower.
There's something ahead.
Hello, Durguls.
Let's on Sawu.
Damn, 112 damage? Crazy,
Yes.
crazy.
Bring them down! What? There's a lesson to be taught.
Come on then, Revenants. Start walking a little bit closer. It's gonna take him a while though.
How may I help?
Kill.
Let's have it out! What?
Am I allowed to go now, finally?
There's a lesson to be taught.
Hey.
I'm here.
Yes. Kill them all!
Yes?
That's it!
That's it. That's me. That's it. 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 That's It's just because they're not attacking and just walking that their turn goes faster because they didn't use anything.
Following your lead.
For Takoa!
How may I help? I shall deal with this one.
Let's burn this away!
For Aethys!
Ready, Watcher. Got an arrow for this one.
Well?
Detonate.
The enemy is over that way. Hello?
The guy got detonated.
Hello?
Scrolls contains a pen and ink diagram of the Hydra device running through the tower. Despite copious measurements and careful draws detail, it gives no indication of the machine's purpose. The works of the Anguithan, a comprehensive guide. Now take a look at this floor. Page from Aldheim's journal. Day 11. Finally got out of the tower to clear our heads. Peace take the patrons. Will finish the study on our own terms. Our own time. Just as I said as much to Trindig. The sky came to life with stray lighting. I said it's good omen, but the poor lad spooked. Only cure for that is a good night's sleep. It's a good me. It's a good omen.
Leave it to me.
Get on!
Dead!
For Takoa!
On Saul.
My bow's ready.
What is it?
Can't get there in time, so I'll just do this.
I'll let Margaret's fire bless this.
I shall deal with this one.
Yes.
Soul Ignition doesn't count as damage over time. Or does it? Maybe. Because then this turn is gonna take damage. Ow.
What? I'll let Margaret's fire bless this.
Leave it to me!
Under note. Day 10. Patrons grow impatient with the lack of quantifiable results. They should drag themselves out of their mansion and spend a few nights here if they think it's so easy.
Laying low.
Ooh, a ring. Grants arcane dampener. Suspends beneficial effects suspended for 2 turns. Ah, okay. So on enemies they can stop having beneficial things. Oldheim, I did indeed receive Incantha. I did indeed receive your recent summons as well as the 2 that came before it. I'd been waiting for you to present yourself on my doorstep so that I could give you my answer in person. A firm and unwavering no. I won't help you. In fact, I relish the idea of you and your team of glorified engineers sitting in the tower, sweating over the ruins I've studied for years. Nothing gives me greater pleasure than knowing that my research, which you've long disparaged, is the missing piece in your mundane little puzzle. As you well know, it's knowledge I've always valued. I'm just around the corner. I encourage you to find me should you wish to rehash this conversation in person. Very interesting. Wonder how many floors there are on this. Oh, 0? I was gonna go to bed, but now that I'm at the top, maybe not. Might be a lot of reading though. I think I'm gonna save it and do this tomorrow because it might be longer than I anticipate. Happens a lot. Alrighty, nice. Okay, we have some main story questing. It's going well. It's not too hard. Though there's another big fight possibly coming with the wizard, so that's something I'm not looking forward to be honest, because the big fight that I just did was hard. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you had a good time. I hope I will see you later, and yeah, this is about it. Bye bye. Oh, why doesn't this work? Okay, bye bye.